Gamers, we are going over this Prydwen tier list. Now, I myself, personally, emphasis on the gab, by the way, I actually really enjoy Prydwen. I have a pretty decent relationship with them, and with that being said, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's some changes here that I think are just astronomically insane to me. One of them being Shiakona's placement, and it's just not good. It's just not good. So let's get right into it. Let's go over this. So this is the change log. I don't even know about any of the, I'm just seeing Jinhsi go down and Janglao go down. I haven't even looked at anything else yet. So I can already tell I'm probably going to be very tilted here. Just genuinely. So quick thoughts to preface the change log. Ciaconna's release hasn't updated the meta too drastically yet. The main benefactor of her release right now is Phoebe. Okay, and I mean this like genuinely with my whole soul. Like, and I really want someone to tell me how Phoebe is a main benefactor to Shiaakona releasing. I actually don't get it. A Phoebe Arrow Rover team with what's her face is buns. I actually don't. Am I just missing something? Like, if I swap here for a second, Shiakona's outro skill is going to give you an arrow erosion damage amplification. How is this benefiting Phoebe? Coordinated frazzle inflicted for Wiwa, that's all? Bro, fucking, I don't care about, like, Wiwa, right? Like, if you're pulling Shiaakona for Wiwa, like, I guess maybe a little bit of AoE, but, like,
today will be a fine day.
Her ult benefits Phoebe? How? How does it benefit Peeb? An entire limited character to put on stacks of frazzle? Just use fucking Spectral Rover for Phoebe. Spectral Rover's literally free. If you want CC, throw Yang Yang on the team. Why are we putting this? You haven't tried it with Gion? So from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Braxophone said once we get R5, the free-to-play arrow weapon, then it'll be better than Mortefi. But at that point, it's like what? Also, Ness, you just got to spend mad money. You could keep frazzle stacks without losing time on Peeb. I think, bro, I think that's cap. The fact that she's in T0 right now for benefiting from Peeb. Now, here's what I'll say. You can make an argument. Shiaakona might be tier, Shiaakona eventually might be tier 0.5 when Cartethia drops. Sure, maybe. I could sit there with that. Even if they put her in T0 with Cartethia, right? I would have been like, okay, I think that's Ash, but sure. But I agree, she's trash. Dude, this is just fucking unhinged to me. And while she's a side grade or an upgrade to several characters and gives more options to Frazzle archetype, it's clear that Erosion team isn't fully complete yet. Bro, it's just fucking Gion. It's just Gion, and we don't have the R5 weapon yet for Arrow Rover. What the fuck is happening? Like, am I just fucking dumb? Is it me? Am I just a fucking idiot? Like actually, I'm perplexed. I'm legitimately perplexed why we're glazing this shit so fucking hard. If a new player looks at this list and they say, "Yo, should I get Shiaakona?" I'm gonna say, "Fuck no, fuck no, fuck no." Ethan, you can't use Peeb on multi-wave. S Rover can't apply stacks fast and we would to do damage, but that's more of a cope team. I mean, like, again, to place this unit in T0 because of Wiwa is fucking, it's absurd to me. I'm going to be honest with you. Very absurd to me. Erosion teams aren't fully yet, of course. This is why you'll find Arrow Rover's tiers listing and rating unchanged. They're still as clunky as ever, to be honest. Yeah, Arrow Rover fucking sucks, man. Arrow Rover is honestly a really bad iteration of this character. Feels like the Traveler from Genshin. I'm just going to be honest with you. Shiaakona as T0 hybrid. Shiaakona makes a shocking... yeah, it is a fucking shocking entrance. It is an absolutely shocking fucking entrance, brother. Let me tell you. As a T0 when Erosion team isn't even complete yet. There's a lot of reasons. Quick rotations, good team There's no fucking good team flexibility, bro. This shit is cap, son. Bro, Shiakona's teams are as follows. If you want to run for TOA, we're talking TOA real quick. TOA team compositions are Shiaakona 2.0, you're on actual fucking drugs. Like, I think you're on actual drugs, brother. If her Concerto energy is that fast, why don't you just fucking use Sanhua? Bro, pre-Cartethia T1 at best, bro, you could probably make an actual argument. The Zany team composition is cope, right? I ran this shit with Shorekeeper and what's her face. We didn't even get the fucking clear. Maybe I had a little bit of skill issue there. Maybe that could be on me potentially. But this team composition, you get S6 Rover with Emerald of Genesis for free. This shit is not fucking valid. This team trash. People saying to use it with Peeb and Rover, dog shit. Apparently that's a Weewa team, right? This account doesn't have Gion. Let's pretend Johnshin is Gion, right? With this being said, once we get this sword to R5, we're going to see a massive increase in arrow damage for Gion. Yes, absolutely, sure. Until that happens, if it's a side grade, how the fuck is that worth it? A side grade that can cost you $300 compared to a 4-star that's been here for day one is fucking crazy to me. Like, I feel like we're looking at this in the craziest way. It feels very misleading. It really does. I have a problem with this. I just don't like this. I really don't like this. Again, when Cartethia drops, by all means, brother, Cartethia will probably be the best DPS in the fucking game. Put her T0. I wouldn't even care. But right now, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck is this? However, Zany's release did in fact shake things up. Oh, fuck. Following further testing from our team, a lot of the DPS ratings and tower diversity were shaken up as a result of this. Read to find more. Let's start with tower diversity. So, oh yeah, Shiaakona, blah, blah, blah. Entrance to T0 when Erosion team isn't complete yet. There's a lot of reasons. Quick rotations, good team flexibility, good damage output, good free-to-play weapon choice, ease of use. She does have a very good free-to-play weapon choice. I think that's great. Ease of use, don't care about needing to dodge. And all of this being nearly fully accessible at S0. She makes DPS Phoebe damage relevant enough to stay in T0. She pairs well with Gion, who still has strong performance today. She's usable with Zany, who's also T0. We can only expect her placement to be cemented further as Erosion teams gets completed. What's her team flexibility? It's, hey, do you want to use her with Gion and fucking Arrow Rover? You could throw her with Zany. I think this is cap, man. I just think this is fucking cap. I think this is very misleading to about 95% of the player base, right? I really do. I don't like this. I think this shit's fucking crazy. I don't. The team flexibility is not there. Prydwen kind of just be lying for no reason. Again, I like Prydwen. I really do. I actually enjoy the people at Prydwen. I think they've made a lot of positive changes after kind of like that whole Saint debacle. But with this being said, I just don't know how we can say this with a straight face when maybe a 0.5% of the player base might be able to make her do some crazy tech rotations and say, ah, yeah, you know, well, it's a limited unit that's a side grade for Gion, and she can kind of work with Zany. There's no outro benefit. Like, if you're running Shiaakona with Spectral Rover, right, that's fucking dumb with Zany. Because you don't need that. Just fucking run Spectral Rover and do Shorekeeper of Arena. You don't need that extra frazzle. You're able to get the frazzle enough with Spectral Rover. And then if the counter argument is, well, you can get up to 3 big booms with Zany, but you don't fucking need that. Like, you don't. Like, what content do you like? I don't know, man. I tried with Gion and Arrow Rover. It's faster, but not worth $200 USD. That's what I'm saying, brother. I just think this shit's cap. Jinhsi being 0.5 is crazy to me too. Let's see this. Jinhsi T0 T0.5 and expert tag +1. While making some clear before discussing her drop, Jinhsi's still one of the best DPS in the game. She has expert +1 for a reason. If you ever seen a top player use Jinhsi, you'll notice she's able to access her damage quickly via lots of animation cancels and swap cancels. She has amazing quick swap usage with characters like Changli, and overall she's a character who performs much better in practice than on damage calculation sheets. Absolutely. With that being said, of our core casual audience, she does fall behind the newly buffed Phoebe via What the fuck? Bro, what? She falls behind the buffed Phoebe via Ciaconna, the new best DPS Zany, and Carl. Oh, fuck me, bro. Okay, this is the TOA section, by the way. This is the TOA section. How the fuck? Can someone explain to me how Phoebe buffs her? About how she buffs Phoebe? We just did a ton of testing. I don't know if I'm going to edit this video. Maybe I will, and I'll throw it in there. At the end of the day, Shiaakona with Peeb, I personally was able to clear with Spectral Rover faster, and I've been being told by people in chat that her rotation involves some sort of skill canceling, and apparently it's on Prydwen right here, where I believe, and again, this might be wrong, they'll correct me, that they're using the calculations, they're including skill cancels in your calculations, which I think is genuinely bullshit. The reason why I think is bullshit is because of the fact that the normal fucking human being is not skill canceling. I'm not fucking skill canceling. I'm not. Like, intro, basic 3, basic 4, jump cancel out of basic 4, midair 1, skill cancel out of basic 4. Get the fuck out of here. Like, come on. If we're doing calculations for this unit, yeah, you want to say, okay, this is the most optimal fucking thing, sure. But then you have to talk about the fact that Ciaconna should not have a fucking S0 or a T0. They should have a T1 with an expert tag or a double expert tag or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that's fucking weird. We're over exemplifying Phoebe. Guys, Phoebe can fucking use a free unit of S6 Rover with Emerald of Genesis. $300. I think this shit's cap, man. I think this shit is cap. I think it's a horrible fucking choice. Jinhsi going down 0.5 with an expert tag. We'll make something clear, yada yada yada. If you ever seen a player use Jinhsi, you'll notice. Oh yeah, so this is where we stopped because I was like, there's no way. With that being said, of course, our casual audience, she does fall behind newly buff Phoebe. It's bullshit. The new best DPS Zany. By the way, let's just be honest. And again, when I read this, it's just like, dude, you look at this, Phoebe via Shiaakona. Maybe I just have a different look on tier list, but I think tier list should be catered towards the casual audience. And I feel like if you're saying, hey, if you get Peeb and you want to spend another $200, it'll be better than Jinhsi. When Jinhsi's free-to-play team is... Oh my god, bro. Gonna give me an aneurysm. Now, I will say, in defense of Prydwen, moving her down to 0.5 with Zany being available makes sense. That I will say. I will be fair and I will be honest about that because Zany is a fucking unit, and I do think Zany, well, I don't do think, Zany's best in, well, one of their best in slots is a S6 Spectra Rover with Emerald of Genesis compared to using a Yanwu with a Verena. So does anyone have get Shiakona's bug? I have no idea. Nah, move Zany and Peeb down to give them both expert. I don't think you need to move Zany down. I don't think you need to move Zany down. Yo, by the way, thanks for the follow, brother. I appreciate you. My bad, boys. Let me turn off my alerts while recording, but thank you. I appreciate you so much. So I'll give them a bone. I'll give them a bone. I ain't even mad about this. Genuinely, I really am not frustrated. I personally think I think Jinhsi's still T0 because of the fact that, realistically speaking, she's fucking easy to use. You plant down Yanwu's nuke, bam, right? Like, it's actually the easiest character to use in my fucking opinion. But sure, this one, I'm not even going to stress. Whatever, it is what it is. Janglao, T.5 to T1 and Expert 1 added. Some of our readers might remember we discussed Janglao getting an expert tag in one of our past change logs if we drop. Due to Jinhsi causing Janglao to fall T1, he's closer to... I don't know, man. Maybe they know something I don't know. Maybe they know something I don't know. But I think if you're moving Jinhsi to 0.5... and your logic is, well, Jinhsi bumped Janglao down to 0.5, so now we have to bump him down to tier 1. Again, this just makes no fucking sense to me. Like, this actually, to me, makes no fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's another unit. I'm pretty sure they're doing this because they don't want many people in T0, so it changes poorly. Like, what? Timer, what are you talking about, bro? Bro, get the fuck out of here. I'm over here trying to record a video. Bro's being stupid. I don't get this. I don't get this. I gotta visually look at this tier list real quick. If you don't want people in T0, saying they want to balance the tiers, okay, you have to understand something, right? You have to understand something. The game, I'm just perplexed right now because I feel like the argument that they want to make the tiers feel more balanced, so now we're going to lower units down because in which we want to make it look visually better, I think is just fucking cap. I think it's just fucking cap. And I've been so charitable to Prydwen, and I've agreed with a lot of the things, but putting in Shiaakona at TOA, she's 0, but in Wiwa, she's 0.5 is fucking insanity. It's insanity. Putting Peeb over Jinhsi, right? The only argument that you can make is they're trying to say that it's Shiaakona. No, bro, Spectral Rover's just still fucking goated, bro. Like, What is happening? We're living in a world where, like, I think they just want to make the list look fucking pretty. It's getting to the point where it's like, I would love to see some of these fucking calculations and shit. I know someone was making fun of it earlier. Yes, jump cancels and skill cancels, if you're using that in your calculation for a tier list, in my personal opinion, is supposed to be geared towards casual players, is giving a bad example. Because, bro, if you do the actual fucking rotation, like, with the normal attacks and not doing all these random ass skill cancels, it's way fucking longer, and realistically, it ain't even buffing Peeb that much. It ain't even fucking buffing Peeb that much, bro. Just use Spectre over. How are you gonna quantify a $300 unit when you have a free unit right there? If Cartethia was here, I would absolutely fucking say T0, you know what, it is what it is. What the fuck? And then, well, even taking Sweat into account, and with the new Jinhsi tech being added, Jinhsi should be back in T0. And I think that tech is fucking stupid. The little jump cancel that can get you a nuke instantly. What the fuck? Like, what is happening? What are we doing here? Then Janglao is gonna go down as a buy proxy because Jinhsi went down? It's like, it's not even that fucking complicated. There's the consistency is not here. T1, okay. Plus an expert tag. Some of our readers might remember we discussed Janglao getting an expert tag. Due to Jinhsi causing Janglao to fall in T1, where he's closer in his competition than T.5, he gets an expert tag due to his ability to swap cancel a ton in his kit with characters like Changli, much like Jinhsi. Overall, if you learn quick swap Janglao, he would be top tier even to this day. If you don't play him casually, he's still super casually friendly, as it's very difficult to get him together with him due to enemy slowdown, and retains very good damage. It's simple, do 2 calcs. Was good now. Do 2 calcs. 1 for absolute novices, B for all the jump sweat. Yeah, I agree, absolutely. I agree, absolutely. But obviously that is a lot of work, and these people are not getting paid for it. But it just feels fucking. What does expert +1 mean? It means that they could go up a tier. They can go up a tier. Tillian hit me with the fucking DEO, define a novice. I ain't doing, bro. I am playing semantics right now. Boys, let's pull up the gamer. Let's put up the fighting graph. I can't do that. Also, by the way, Tillian, you gotta PM me. Guys, Tillian's doing a giveaway. I got to sponsor. Or, not sponsor, obviously. Promote. I want to promote. Everyone go follow Tillian. Rover, 0.5 to 0.1. Gion expert tag remove. Bro, I ain't even. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, son. Gion gets fucking buffed by Shiaakona. How the fuck is homie still in by your lot? Oh my god, bro. We're living in a fucking. Oh my god, son. Oh my god. The whole thing is, well, Shiaakona buffs all these people. Well, Shiaakona apparently is a side grade for Gion, especially when you get S5 arrow rover weapon, which we don't have, but at S1 weapon, it's still relatively decent, and it's an option, a free-to-play character. I'm like gonna fucking mauled. I'm gonna fucking mauled. I absolutely, like, am I being a dick? They're refining with tier 0.5 it, bro. This shit just makes no sense to me. This makes no sense. So this is the tech to use that they're canceling, or they're using with Shiaakona. And I mean this with my whole soul. Find me a motherfucker in this chat that's doing this. And I mean that with my whole soul. I don't even want to sit here. I don't even want to sit here and go through. Shut up, furry. I don't even want to sit here and go through all the individual characters and how they're calculating their rotations. I'll let Saint do that shit. Find me a single motherfucker in this chat who's doing this. There is 290 people in chat right now. Come on. Like, we have to be realistic. We have to live in the world of realism. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, where it's like, when we talk about, I'm gonna do it just to prove you wrong, as you should, Tillian. When we talk about spreadsheets and these crazy theoretical bullshits, as well as these crazy rotations, okay, in practicality, who's doing that? Who's getting that done? Who's getting this done, right? This is supposed to be the most optimal way. I just got here. Fuck no one doing this. Bro, no one's doing this shit. Now, the fact that that you're able to do this is amazing. What did he do? I don't fucking know. I have no idea what he did. But the fact that you're able to do this, dude, aren't being a dick. Tier lists should be directed to casuals, not sweaty players. Tier lists are a baseline for players. The fact that you can do this, right? is amazing. I love that there's some sort of skill expression. But if we're using this as the baseline to judge Shiaakona and pretending that she's buffing people to the point where of like absolute extremes, it's cap. It's fucking cap. Boys, thank you for the follows, by the way. It's fucking bullshit. It just doesn't make sense. And like, that's not even including the weapons and shit. It's like, what are we doing? Again, if Kartethia is out, by all means, I don't care. Jangliao's a misplay. Jinhsi's a massive fucking misplay. Jian expert. I don't even care about Havoc Rover. Fuck him. I don't even care. Jian's most optimal playstyle won't have him perform to the likes of Jinhsi, Camilla, and even though he has high room for optimization like Encore, when optimized, he retains amazing performance. However, so if this DPS ranking changes, once again, he might see his tag return. What changed? What fucking changed? What fucking changed from the last patch to this patch? What changed from the zany patch to now? What fucking changed? Bro, we are in the same patch. Encore's dog shit, I don't care. It wasn't even a patch. Bro, I don't care about Encore. Fuck Encore. They're still expert Prydwen's co. I feel like at this point, man, I would really love genuine clarification on who this tier list is guided for, who is supposed to be the target audience here, and then after that, I feel like we would get a lot more information, because I feel like it's trying to do too many different things at once, man. You look at this tier list, if you're putting Phoebe in T0, Jinhsi's got to go T0. I think Camilla being 0.5 is perfectly fine, because realistically, Camilla can be a bit annoying to use. I have taught multiple people how to play Camilla because they didn't understand the quick swap shit. Fine, abso-fucking-lutely. Not putting Janglao in 0.5 and giving him an expert tag, it's like an expert tag is a thing to rely on. I feel like you could have just kept him in 0.5. Janglao Yang still fucking goated. Janglao Yinlin still works. The Janglao quick swap tech works. But whatever. You want to give him an expert tag? Fine. Why the like what like Jian can go up to 0.5. Jian be clearing shit. Jian be clearing shit. Also, I agree with you, Sarah. He doesn't need an expert tag. I mean, I guess maybe they want to consider an expert tag for quick swapping. But if that's the case, then just put him in 0.5. Just put him in 0.5. No, you're chilling. No, you're chilling, Dre. No, you're chilling, brother. No. I ain't mad at you, brother. I want to let you know I appreciate you for linking that. That's exactly what I asked for. Like, I'm not mad at y'all. I ain't even that. Like, at the end of the day, it's a fucking video game. I just think Prydwen right here is really shitting the bed. I think they're genuinely shitting the fucking bed here, man. It's a really mismanagement of rotations. I think it's a mismanagement of everything. I just think this is fucking overall bad. T0 means you win by simply having whatever it is. It does not mean you have to jump through hoops. I agree with you 100%. And Jinhsi don't jump through hoops. You don't jump through hoops here. You don't jump through hoops here. Even if you want to keep PPR, I know a lot of people feel otherwise. Fine, but Jinhsi's got to go right next to her. I think we're just trying to make the tier list look pretty, and it don't look pretty. It don't look pretty. I think their idea is Janglao plus Yinlin equals T1. Janglao plus Shangli was T0. But expert, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think this is a misplay. Obviously, Sana was the GOAT. She's goated. Cantarella's going to jump off to T0 when Frolova comes out. We all know that's happening. They're goated. Ciaconna should not be here. Ciaconna should be at 0.5. I personally would put her at 1 and then bring her up to 0.5 when What's-Her-Face drops. But even if you put her at 0.5 with an expert tag, I wouldn't be as mad about it. But putting her at T0, I think is just fucking crazy. I think this is crazy. So, yeah, if you're a free-to-play player and you're seeing this tier list, bro, unless you're going for Kartethia and you want to maximize your damage, fucking skip Shiaakona. This shit's cap. Yeah, I'm out this bitch, boys. I love you guys. See you in the next YouTube video. Mwah. Let me know. I can't wait for all the comments. Tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, okay.